Good morning from the Protoss newsroom. The date today is Thursday the 28th of January, and you're listening to the Protoss Daily. These are the headlines this morning. Half of the top 20 DeFi currencies have hit new all-time highs this year, with 13 of them outperforming Bitcoin. Australia's biggest digital exchange, Independence Reserve, has given users 6 months to withdraw their Bitcoin Satoshi Vision before it pulls the plug on the currency. And the Department of Justice in Washington has announced charges against an alleged member of the group behind infamous ransomware Netwalker. At the time of publication, Bitcoin is trading at $31,500, up 2.4% for the day. Chainlink has been the only top 20 crypto to register double-digit gains of 12.4%. It appears that while Bitcoin investors have made big profits in the past few months, DeFi traders have been raking in even more. In fact, half of the top 20 DeFi cryptocurrencies by market value have set new record highs this year, with 13 outperforming Bitcoin. And we're not just talking small numbers here. 7 returned over 1,000% in the past year, while Bitcoin jumped a comparatively measly 300%. So what's driving the DeFi explosion? Well, it looks to be a heavy mix of hype, momentum, and tiny market caps. The average market value of DeFi's top 20 is $950 million, roughly the same as Elon Musk's favourite, Dogecoin. Overall, DeFi equates to just 2% of the entire crypto market. With market caps being so small, any surge in demand has the potential to send prices skyrocketing. This, combined with the sheer volume of yield farming memes and their influence over new investors, can help explain the monstrous returns. Of course, that's not to say the tech powering DeFi platforms hasn't improved, and indeed Ethereum's exchanges are gradually approaching the efficiency of their spot counterparts, facilitating more trade than ever before. But Bitcoin and Ethereum still hold enormous influence over the cryptocurrency market, and when they drop, altcoins do too, often harder. Obviously, traders will be keeping a close eye on the DeFi tokens left standing after the next big Bitcoin correction, and you'd better believe they'll be ready to make big profits yet again. Notorious altcoin XRP just can't catch a break. After a turbulent few weeks in which it was hit with a lawsuit from the Securities Exchange Commission, it's now been announced that a US-based investor is suing Ripple Labs after losing $48.56. The lawsuit was filed in Florida by Tyler Toomey, who invested a little under $100 in XRP in November 2020. Tyler is now demanding $5 million in compensation from Ripple Labs, citing the 50% loss of his initial investment. Although the numbers in this case don't make much sense to the untrained eye, investors have taken to Twitter to point out that this lawsuit may well encourage more people to come forward and demand compensation over XRP's sharp drop in price. The altcoin saw a drop of over 50% in the days after the Securities Exchange Commission confirmed it was suing Ripple Labs for conducting an illegal sale of securities in the US. Currently, XRP is trading at a little over 25 cents, down from over 70 cents at the end of 2020. Australia's biggest digital exchange has given Bitcoin SV traders 6 months to withdraw their funds before it pulls the plug on the currency. Independence Reserve announced on Wednesday that it will be delisting the fork of a fork on March the 28th, citing recent events as the main reason. These recent events are thought to refer to the controversy surrounding infamous developer Craig Wright, who in recent weeks has attempted to force any outlet hosting the original Bitcoin white paper to take it down. Launched in 2017 as a spin-off from Bitcoin hard fork Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, or Satoshi's Vision, is one of the world's largest cryptocurrencies when it comes to market cap. However, despite this, it's also something of a magnet for controversy. And this is usually down to, you've guessed it, Craig Wright, whose habit of attacking anybody on social media who dares doubt his claims to be Satoshi Nakamoto led to the currency being delisted from many of the biggest exchanges in 2019. And it looks like the heat has finally taken its toll, with the coin's value recently plummeting to $165 from its all-time high of $423 just 1 year ago, a drop of 61%. What a time to be alive. The Department of Justice in Washington has announced charges against an alleged member of the hacking group behind popular ransomware Netwalker. The malicious software operated for several years and managed to infect a number of privately owned and business computers in the US, encrypting all data stored on these devices and allowing hackers to request payouts, usually in cryptocurrency, to unlock the files. In cases where victims refused to pay, their personal and most sensitive data was published online, further opening the door for criminals to exploit. Although it's not fully clear how the alleged member was identified, the Department of Justice has said that the suspect is a Canadian national. The charges mark one of the first such cases in the US, despite the country being one of the main targets. The press release issued by authorities further outlines the intention to increase efforts to identify hackers responsible for illegal activities, although it remains unclear how successful these efforts will be, given that hackers are able to operate from virtually any location on the planet. Renowned Bitcoin cheerleader Anthony Pompliano, or simply Pomp, launched a blockchain and crypto jobs board this week and reckons he can post at least 10,000 jobs by the end of the year. It's called Pomp Crypto Jobs. 10 out of 10 for effort there, Pomp. And it currently touts just over 280 available positions, but it did only go live on Wednesday, so we can cut it some slack for now. Among the 41 brands currently advertising on the platform, the largest number of positions come courtesy of Coinbase and BlockFi, with 138 and 104 jobs respectively. The next biggest poster is the Winklevoss twins Gemini, but it's a fair way behind with just 14 jobs. As it stands, only 13 brands currently have roles up for grabs on the platform, but it'll be hoping to bump these numbers up sharpish, given that the site hopes to make its money by charging employers up to $2,500 per month, depending on the number of roles that they want to offer. With a popular podcast, a YouTube channel, and a daily newsletter, it's no secret that Pomp knows how to put himself out there, and he plans to use his enormous clout to make sure the site hits the ground running. Speaking to Decrypt earlier this week, he said that the idea behind the site is to simplify the job search for people looking to transition into crypto, while drastically reducing the friction for companies looking for the best candidates possible. We'll keep an eye on how it goes. Thank you all for listening. To stay up to date with the latest from the world of crypto, make sure you subscribe to the Protoss Daily on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all other major podcast providers.